Lord, I'm available to you. Oh, my will I give to you. I'll do what you say do. Use me, Lord, to show someone the way and enable me to say, my storage is empty and I am available to you. Hey guys, so welcome back to the She's Healing podcast, y'all. Until I get my stuff situated, my setting is going to be different every single time. And what is going on with this braid? All right. Until I get everything situated, my setting is going to be different every single time. So y'all just gonna have to roll with it. Okay. So you guys, I'm back. As you noticed, as you know in our last video, my sister and I gave you an update of the channel, everything that's going to happen with it moving forward. So in this video, you guys, I really just wanted to, we're just going to talk a little bit. I mainly wanted to talk about in the daddy issues video. I don't know if you guys saw that video, but in that video, we talked about daddy issues and things like that. And I had highlighted the simple fact that, where my people pleasing came from and how I became a people pleaser. And I didn't even know that I was a people pleaser. I didn't even know what it was called until about maybe 2 years ago. So if you haven't watched that video, a quick little backstory. When I was 13 years old, me and my dad were very, very close. And this is going to get on my nerves. This is why, what is going on? I don't know what's going on with my hair today, but when I was 13 years old, me and my dad were very, very close. And my dad ended up moving to another state, and he did not tell me. He ended up moving to another state. I was heartbroken. He didn't even tell me. But he ended up moving to Texas, and that's where he currently lives. So he's been there since I was 13. So he moved to Texas. I had no idea, and yeah, I found out because my aunt, which is his sister, she told me. I was crushed, heartbroken, and as a 13-year-old little girl, that is not something that you just not share with your child. You don't just up and leave. So I thought I did something. And then from then on, our relationship had just been talk to him when I talk to him, stuff like that. So then I didn't realize until I got older that that's kind of where my people pleasing came from, because I thought that I did it, and because it wasn't communicated properly, the next time I would get into a relationship or a friendship, I would either have anxious attachment styles, or if there was like a shift in energy, I would think that it was something that I did wrong. So I would overcompensate, even though it may not have anything to do with me. That's just how I would do things, which is not good at all. So going like all throughout high school, going to schools, having different friends and stuff like that, I can remember the times where I would literally overcompensate for people who were, just acting weird or acting funny towards me. I would take it personal, and I would always think like, did I do something? Is it me? I can remember when I got bullied a little bit in 10th grade, a little bit in 9th and 10th grade, I got bullied. And it was just this one girl who did not like me on the bus. She was real big. She had a mustache. Mind you, y'all, we in the 10th grade. What you doing with a mustache? But anyway, she didn't like me. And I would like go home and like cry to my mom. Like, what did I do to her? Why don't she like me? So then my mom would be like, Chelsea, you gotta really understand. You have to have tough skin. Don't worry about it. So, it started spilling over. As I got older, it started to spill over into my relationships, where I would just think to myself like, okay, is it me? Is it something that I did? Like, I would really be racking my brain. Now, I really wish I was one of those people that just did not care. But unfortunately, I wasn't. Now that I'm older, and we're going to talk about it a little more. Now that I'm older, I can care less, because 9 times out of 10, people who are either acting weird, treating fun, people are finicky, they're funny. You just got to keep it moving. Like, you, from somebody who at one point in time didn't know how to keep it moving, you really just got to keep it moving. You got to just chin up, next person, next. If you want to act funny, I'm going to leave you where you at. So I realized that, oh my God, I am a people pleaser. At my father and I, our relationship is not where it should be right now. So once him and I stopped talking, that's when I realized I was a people pleaser. And that was probably a year ago. I turned 32 in March, and I will probably say about a year ago. So I realized that I was a people pleaser about 30, 31, somewhere around there. So in knowing that, in learning that about myself, I still struggle with it. And, you know, I'm being completely honest. Like, this is the She's Healing podcast. This is something that God has kind of shown me along the way, that you don't have to please man. You don't have to please flawed humans who are imperfect. You don't have to feel the need to overcompensate and overdo. And so I'm gonna walk you through how my mind would work, and how I didn't know what it was called at the time, but this is how my mind would work. Okay, so just an example. Say that I am at a church service and I'm singing on a praise and worship team. And that's another thing. When I was young, I had told y'all, like, in the video of like church hurt and stuff, I found myself, like, it would be people like in praise and worship that, like, I would be the leader of, who didn't like me for no reason, and I just did not know why. And it's just like, I didn't have that person to just drill in me, like, girl, it's because you're it. It's because this, it's because that. Like, you know, people gonna hate on you. Now, my mom did let me know that a lot of times people will just not like you for whatever reason, but I wanted to be everybody's friend. I wanted to be, because my intentions are pure. Like, I ain't got nothing against you, you know? So, okay, so let's just say that I'm on a praise and worship team, and I'm the leader, and after a while, I noticed, like, people start acting funny towards me. People start treating me different. People start acting funny towards me. Now me, not at this age, but normally what I would do is I would either, like, send a text message or just say something to where I'm like, hey, like, I would say something under the radar to make sure we're still good. And it's just kind of like, knowing that I didn't do anything, or knowing that whatever they're doing has nothing to do with me. I would just, I don't know, like, I would just make sure that I would have to say something to make them, to just, hey, like, LOL, or like, not hey, LOL, that doesn't even make sense. I don't know. I'm struggling right now to explain it. But those who are people pleasers, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Like, you would just try to overdo just to make sure that person isn't mad at you, even though whatever it is that they're going through has nothing to do with you. Does that make sense? Kind of like, I don't know. I hope that makes sense, because that's exactly, like, I'm really trying hard to just really explain it. But I would do that a lot, and I found myself doing that now that I am recovering from it, and that I'm really trying to, that I am a lot better at it, and I don't operate that way anymore. You're going to feel how you feel about me, and you're going to take that and put it under your pillow as if it's a tooth fairy. Because at this big age, with life happening to all of us right now, and just things that I'm trying to heal from. I'm trying to heal from childhood trauma. I'm trying to heal from people who don't like me even today. Like, or, you know, I mean, I don't have enemies that I know of, but, like, you know, we all out here trying to heal. We all out here trying to get to a bag. We trying to get our relationship with Christ right. We're trying to fix generational trauma and issues that we had nothing to do with. We're trying to be good mothers. We're trying to be good fathers. We're trying to be good sisters. We're trying to be good wives. We're trying to be good husbands. I cannot afford mentally to indulge myself in the inconsistencies of others. Like, I personally cannot afford to do it. And I refuse to put myself through that again Like, my father leaving me made me think I was the problem because it wasn't communicated. So anytime there's a shift in someone's energy, I would automatically think it's me. And sometimes I still find myself doing that. And I just gotta be like, whoa, Chelsea, like, it may not even be something that you did or that you didn't do, or it has nothing to do with you. But then at the same time, the struggle for me is, am I being mean? Am I being mean when I choose to stand on business? Am I being mean when I choose to speak up? Because there are some people in my life that I'm connected to that will tell you, like, tell it like it is, and won't think twice. And even the times where I'm like, did you just say that? It's not that they don't care. It's just they don't have time to, like, it's a balance. Like, I've learned what my communication style is. My communication style is passive aggressive. Like, well, at least that's what I learned in therapy. Passive aggressive, where my body language will let you know that I'm bothered. My face will let you know that I'm bothered. Everything around about me will let you know that I'm bothered, but I won't say anything. And there are people around me, like my husband, for example. He's assertive. He's not aggressive. He's assertive. He will let you know, like, well, what are you doing? And people who are not mature to handle assertive people will think that they're attacking you. And that is the place where I'm just really like, Lord, you got to help me in this area. You got to help me in this area, because if I am bothered by something, or if I'm noticing something, or the vibe is off, or whatever, I don't want it to come off like, if I'm standing on business, that I'm being mean, because that's not my intentions. But at the same time, people will play in your face, and they love to do it. I'm gonna give y'all a phenomenal example. I can remember years ago, I was dating this guy. We was in a relationship for like a year. He had a female best friend. She's healing. Remember that. He had a female best friend. And that's why I don't do female best friends. My husband don't have no female best friends. I'm your best friend. Okay. But anyway, he had a female best friend, and she was very over the top. And she was in a relationship. She had her own man or whatever. But she would do weird stuff where I'm just like I remember she had got pregnant, and she would like openly tell my boyfriend that before she went into labor, she was, I cannot believe I remember this like it was yesterday. She was going into labor or something, and her boyfriend and her mom, she was in the shower, and they was just looking at her vagina. She's like, hello. Like, it was weird. Like, just weird stories that you just shouldn't, because men are visual. Like, why are you giving, anyway. So there would be times where I would try to overly be nice to her, because I didn't want her to like be mad at me. I didn't want her to, because she was such a dominant person. Like, her personality was so dominant. And at the time, I'm just, just little. I was like 20, 19, 8. No, I was 8, probably 18. I was probably about 18-ish, somewhere around there. And I remember he had just turned 21. So I felt like they were like way older than me, even though they weren't. But like, I don't have like that dominant type of vibe. Like, back then I did not have that dominant type vibe, that dominant feel. Like, I didn't have that. And I really feel like at the time, like, she took full advantage of me, and full advantage of, like, because people will try to test you out. They will try to see what they can and cannot get away with. That's why I firmly stand on, you gotta teach people how to treat you. The first time they do something, you gotta nip that in the bud, because this is not what we doing. If I could go back and I could talk to that little girl, and I could tell her everything is going to be all right. Like, if I could go back in time and tell my 13-year-old self, everything is going to be all right. You don't have to. It's not your fault. It's this, is that. I really believe that as I grow older, that I would not have mentally put myself in the type of situations that I did, when it was like I was in my mind, like I was in my head, and there were people who like really, really took advantage. I feel like I'm all over the place, but y'all, hopefully y'all with me. I know that being a people pleaser, or being a recovering people pleaser, it definitely comes with, I can honestly tell you, my husband has helped me so much with it, because like I said, he's assertive. and he don't take no mess. And he will let you know. Like, and he's not nonchalant either. Like, I need him to be all of the chalants. Like, I need you to show me that you care. So when I come to him and I'm emotional, he's my soundboard. He's my backbone. He tell me, all right, straighten up. Like, let's walk this thing out. Because I get like, oh my God, like, my God. And he's just like, hold on, wait. But he cares to like walk me through it. So he's definitely a blessing. But I know that with being a people pleaser, and the Lord has really shown me that what I am doing, I'm placing people in a place where they do not belong, where I feel like I need to overcompensate or overdo or show up, not even show up, but just like do extra stuff when it has nothing to do with you. And then once in my mind I know that they're not mad at me, or it's nothing that I did, I'm like, okay, we're good. But that's dangerous for my mind. That was dangerous for my mental health. And I'm not even mad at myself that it took this long to get here, because I had to go through things. We had to go through life. We always got to go through stuff. I'm always going to be forever healing from something, because we are evolving as people. We are evolving as women. We're evolving as believers. You're going to keep evolving. It's always going to be something. It's always going to be something. That's why, like, we really have to rely on the word of God to really, really allow this thing to be our anchor. Allow God's word to be your anchor. Allow his word to be your anchor. Allow it to be the thing that you just like, hey, I gotta stand on this. You know what? Because like we are, like I say this a lot, life be lifing. If you know, you know. Life be lifing. But it's like you get to a place where you get to the root of the situation, and then you seek counsel. You ask the Lord, how do I deal with this? Lord, show me how I deal with this. And my prayer has been oftentimes more than not, like, Lord, I need you to show me me. I need you to show me myself. I don't want to know about this person. If I'm arguing with someone, I don't care about what nobody else got going on. Show me me. Because if I can get to a place where I can look myself in the mirror and be like, hey, you know what, you messed up, sis. Like, you got to fix that. Or you got to, it's all about growth. And in order to heal, you got to be accountable for some things. And accountability is hard. Nobody likes accountability. Nobody likes to talk about it. Nobody likes to know that they were ever in the wrong, because in that moment you always feel like you're right? Accountability can be, it can be hard if you're not used to holding yourself accountable. It can be challenging. So I feel like I'm rambling, but I really just I thank God that he has shown me this. That I am no longer a people pleaser, that no matter what mental battle I deal with in my mind, I'm not people pleasing no more. Like, if you don't like me, or you feel like I offended you, let me know, and then we can talk about it. But from that point on, we gonna move on, because I have children I have to raise. I have a husband that I have to cater to. I have, things that I'm really trying to do in this life, like real things that I'm trying to do in this life. And then, you just really, I want to be aware. I want to be aware of my surroundings, what I say, what I do. If I hurt you, one thing about me, I will apologize if I offended anybody. However, the issue between the difference between then and now is I used to ponder on that, and people pleasing is like kissing booty. Like, I'm kissing your behind to make sure you're not mad at me, even though whatever. But now, if I offend you, if I do something and I say something, I will genuinely apologize. Hey, that's not what I meant. And we're going to keep it moving. And then after that, if you don't like me, you're going to have to take it up with the Lord, because I'm over here. And I just pray that this was encouraging for some of you. Like I said, if you are a people pleaser, you know what I'm talking about. Share your stories in the comments. Let me know that I'm not alone, because sometimes it feels like I'm alone. Because I don't know nobody else as a people pleaser. I don't know anybody. Like, my husband's not a people pleaser. My sister sure enough ain't. My mom definitely not. My mother-in-law, she sure ain't. Oh, Lord, I can go down and listen to things. I don't know nobody that is personally, but knowing that this has been something that the Lord has revealed to me, and that it's a daily work, it's a daily walk, and I'm being intentional about it, it's all I could ask for. So I appreciate you guys so much. Listen, we are now on a roll. I'm going to be spitting out content for you guys. Not sure when the next video will be, but I'm hoping it'll be very, 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 very soon, because I don't want to go too long, because I love y'all. Y'all my families. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your stories of how the Lord has brought you out of people pleasing. Share your story, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.